Major Tom. That's with Major Tom. Hello Sacred Tough, Permo Stitch, Dean Boy, Real Duke, Craig, Demo, how's it going? Welcome to BLEAKCAM. Right, Weasel. Hey, JLFK, hey. Hello Scottish Sniper. Major Tom. This with Major Tom. Meow. With Major Tom, said get things done. This with Major Tom. This with Major Tom. Frank and Rabbit, any wank tonight, they wank tonight. So, somebody said something there. Battlefield's brilliant. Limmy says, we Riser. Is that the beta? Is that beta? That's whatever it is. Right. I'll just say this. I tricked you. Get to fuck. Get to fuck, Scottish Sniper. You say beta? Fuck off, man. Fuck off, beta. Fuck off, man. You better be fucking joking. You better be joking. Beta. Fucking beta. Have you got the beta? Beta? Betamax? I say fucking Betamax. Remember, you know, they used to go head to head, the VHS and the Betamax. Fucking hell, man. Well, there you go. There it is. There it is. They say beta in the Orange Box Portal song. It's American. It doesn't even matter, it's fucking Greek. Beta. I don't care how the Greeks say it, it's fucking beta. Did you download the beta? If you say beta, you're a mastered beta. That's what you are. So, yeah. Anyway. We Riser, so you've played it, have you? Hold on, I'll get some tunes on. No, name me a Bowie. I said this was a BLEAKCAM, and I tricked you because I'm going to make this a party cam. Right, hold on, I need to put some happy tunes on. Just give us a tick. Give us a tick. Fuck off, man, what's this? Special D, come with me. See if I've got it. I got it here. At the end of every week, each one of us becomes a freak. Tonight the DJ makes us move under the sweat drops from the roof. It's time to let the best be hard. Yeah, I got it yesterday as I had a Medal of Honor game, so I got it 2 days early. You can get it tomorrow. Looking forward. Every day of every week, each one of us us, come us free. Someone fit that's the groove. What's happening? See, and come with me. And come with me. Turn it up, 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 up. You're going to be downloading it? Aye, I'll get it, aye. I'll get it, alright. I'll definitely be getting Battlefield 3, definitely. I'll definitely be getting it. Good stuff. We can maybe have a game tomorrow. Asks We Riser in a statement. We can maybe have a game tomorrow as a statement. It's not a question. It's alright, We Riser, sorry. See, the funny thing is, We Riser, here's me coming a cunt on the webcam. Second I'm on fucking talking to you in Xbox Live, I'll be up here back to my usual humble, meek, into my fucking shell self. On here, cheeky cunt. In the reality land on Xbox Live, nah, isn't it cheap? Real people. Cameron says, Limmy, what's the problem? Oh please. I know we've spoke before, that's why I know you're joking, I'll tell you, mate, no worries. I'll definitely be getting Battlefield 3. Grant says, you take the tune requests. I'll take the tune requests as long as I've got it. Limmy, you added me on Xbox and deleted me because I went on holiday. Pure vibe. First of all, I don't use caps. Second of all, went is spelled W-E-N, W-H-E-N. Because I went, not W, you're getting me confused. Deleted me because I went. Went is W-E-N-T. You'll get mixed up with the when, the word when, and you've just put a T. I delete people who don't play the same games as me, so that I can free up space for people who do. Ministry, no. Bit of shaming. Put a bit of shaming. Bit of shaming. Never. It's an inspirational song. Limmy, seen you the day on Woodlands Road, you seem like a good guy. Woodlands Road? Was I on Woodlands Road today? Aye, that's right, I was. And Ronald Villas, how did I seem like a good guy, considering I was walking with my earphones in? No. Is it how can you tell? Harold Shipman seemed like a fucking good guy. R3 thingy says your headset is shite. It's better than yours. We Rise have briefly been into Aberdeen. I'll say this about this headset. There's better ones. There's ones that have actually got surround sound in the headset. You can hear behind you. Look, Scott 95 says, so Limmy, you doing anything these days? Let me answer that in a question. in a minute, mate. You've got the X1s. Aye, there's these ones you can get surround sound in there. I'll just say this about this headset. I've said it before on the webcam. I couldn't get a fucking nuke on Modern Warfare 2. I got these. I got a nuke. Here you go. Aye, so that person asked if I'm doing anything. Do you know what I'm doing these days, mate? Here's an example. Here's what I'm doing these days. The day I went for a nice long walk in the sunshine, while idiots worked 9 to 5 in offices for bosses they fucking hate. So I'm up to these days. And then I lay in the park. Lay on my fucking back, looking at branches in a tree in Kelvin Grove Park, leaves just moving about. I just lying there like that. What time was that? About 4 maybe? Just lying there. No, that's no luck, Brad. That's no luck. That's no luck. That's called making the move. Make that move. I seen you walking Woodlands Road, you don't mind? What? I mate, seen you walking like I said, Woodlands Road, you don't mind? I don't know what part of that I'm meant to mind or no mind. Being seen on Woodlands Road, I don't mind that, nah. Walking Woodlands Road, no, I don't mind that, that's why I walked there. I don't get what you're saying. I saw, I mate, seen you walking, like I said, Woodlands Road, you no mind. I don't get that. I don't get what that could mean. Could that possibly mean? Just thought you would mind, bud. No, I didn't mind that thing. That, what? Mind what? Whatever it is that happened, fair enough, right? Cheers, mate. I'm glad we've came to a fucking compromise there. We've reached a fucking agreement, we've reached a peace deal. I don't mind, you don't mind, me no mind, and whatever the fuck it is I'm supposed to have minded about you seeing me on Woodlands Road. I'm glad we reached that fucking... Maybe it's a stalemate. Maybe it's a fucking war of attrition and we wore each other out. And that's it, stalemate. You don't mind, I don't mind. Stalemate. Stalemate. Mutually assured destruction. MAD. Mad. Cunt is fucking mad. Yes, there's nothing better than coming out with a fucking shite parter. Cunt is fucking mad. Talking about mutual assured destruction, that cunt is fucking mad. Listen, see you later, I see you later. Cameron says, Limmy, mind that time that guy seen you and you didn't mind. Let me cast my mind back. I mind that fucking cunt. I mind that guy. What was that all about? What was that all about? I can't remember that now. Aye, him. Aye. I remember him. Oh, somebody said something about storyboards there, sorry. Somebody said something about storyboards. Just scrolling up. La Marna, much appreciated getting your storyboards out all night, been manically storyboarding ever since. We've been storyboarding, mate. Waiki123 says, Jimmy, this is shite. Well, that's good. I thought you were talking to me there, but you're talking to Jimmy. Make that move. Do you know what I was going to do today? I was going to take a wee trip down memory lane today. Can you hear me alright, by the way? That person that did the storyboards, what did you do? The person that did storyboards. Oh, I'm quiet, tiny bit quiet. Right, there it is. It's a wee bit. Illegal Hunter, why don't you stop asking fucking questions? Is the show being recommissioned, Limmy? Are you ever gonna do stand up again? Fucking shut your fucking face. You cunt. Sorry. I don't know anything about the show yet, nothing I can talk about anyway. And I don't think I'll get around to doing stand up. Maybe at some point in the future, but no plans. Oxygen restriction. I don't like that song. Sketches I had in my head, never done it anyway. I was thinking about storyboarding the waterboarding story. Here's my tip. Here's my comedy tip, and I don't like giving comedy tips because it's kind of based on the assumption I know what I'm talking about. And to some people I do, but for me to go like that, here's what I recommend. I've been watching some sketches online, some Scottish people, right? If I may be a wee bit full of myself here, right? I'm gonna give some advice if I may. Then I was talking about how I was gonna have a trip down memory lane today, and that's what I was gonna do. Fart chat asks if I'm having a breakdown. Mate, I'm beyond a fucking breakdown. I'm beyond a breakdown. I've been watching some Scottish sketches. Been watching other sketches, I know, right? But what I try to do in my second series compared with my first is make everything a lot shorter. Even though like one of the DD sketches goes on for 6 minutes, just try to make everything dead short. Because I've seen some sketches recently, like, you're like that, right? You get a fucking joke, get fucking on with it. Get on with it. I just got a bit impatient. Recently I was watching a film, I won't tell you what one because I've not finished watching it and I don't want any of you arseholes fucking ruining it for me. Shaker says, Limmy, did you see the Kindle Fire? That is meaningless. Put a capital K and a capital F because it's a fucking proper noun, it's the name of a product. Where was I? I was watching a film tonight, and films are different, drama and all that is different, but I just forwarding through bits. Like, aye, alright, the guy goes down the stairs, the guy comes out his house, the guy walks down the street, the guy looks where he shoulda, the guy crosses the road, he gets in his motor, he drives, he looks about. Like, I'm like, I get the fucking idea. In a way, I'm starting to see all these things like in a script. And it's just saying, he leaves and goes to his work, suspicious of strangers as he goes there. You're like, right, I get the fucking idea, get on with it. So kinda like when I was watching the first few episodes of Breaking Bad of this series, I love Breaking Bad, but I was kinda like, fucking hell, man. Skylar does this, Walt does that, Jesse says this, Gus does that. You could write the whole fucking episode on one bit of fucking paper, man. Anyway. But having said that, I love Breaking Bad. Understand, Shakers. It's okay. Understand that. I was going to take a wee trip down memory lane. It's going to take a wee trip down memory lane. Love this bit. It's dead nice and it's very peaceful. It's nice, isn't it? This song makes me think that everything's going to be alright. The sort of thing that you're having a pretty fucking bad time at some fucking dance fucking festival. You're having a pretty hard time, or the music's all fucking demonic sounding, then that comes on, something like that. Not that they would play at a dance festival, but some kind of like bar, you know, like Bacardi fucking B-bar or something like that, and that comes on, you're like, I feel alright now. I feel alright, man. I feel alright. I think everything's going to be alright. Right. I've got two stories for you if you want. I'll tell you a very quick one. I can tell you, I'll just tell you dead quickly. I don't know how well you know Glasgow, but I used to stay in Canwodrick, which is a council house estate in the south side of Glasgow next to Pollokshaw, Shawlands, all that. And I used to go into the town myself when I was in primary school at the weekends. And the day, as I was walking through Kelvin Grove Park, sun was shining, Frankie Goes to Hollywood was on my iPod, and I stuck on Relax, and it reminded me of this time I was on the bus, the 45, going for Canwodrick into the town. The thing is, you see, when you go for Canwodrick to the town, as it gets to Bridge Street Underground, it takes a left. You know, you can see the town up there, you can see it ahead, but it takes a left under a bridge, then it takes a right towards the town and goes into the town there. But when I was in primary school, I didn't know that, so I would be heading that way, and there's Boots Corner in the distance, what you youngsters would now know as KFC. Boots Corner in the distance, and then the bus would take a left, and I used to go, oh for fuck's sake, and jump off, and then I would walk from there, from Bridge Street Underground to Boots Corner, no knowing that the fucking bus took us practically there anyway if I just fucking held on. And I remember this day when Frankie Goes to Hollywood Relax was out. When was that? Fucking 80s anyway, obviously, but... And it was just me up the top deck of this bus. Just me up the top deck of this bus, up the back, pure sunny day in the summers, just by myself. Primary school, I think. and it was a Saturday afternoon, heading into the town, and there was these two lassies right down the front with a ghetto blaster, and they were playing Frankie Goes to Hollywood, Relax. 1983. I can't be right in. November. So that'd have been the next year, 84. 9? Was I heading into the town myself 9? I fucking was, I think I was. And I was magic. And then I happened to walk down that way next to Bridge Street Underground the day, and I was going to do the walk. I was going to do the walk for the bus stop. I saw the bus stop in the distance. I thought, walk out to that bus stop, pretend to yourself that you've just got off the bus and walk to the Boots corner bit. I just thought, can I be fucked, man? That's when you know you've moved on. Anyway, did I ever tell you about the time my mate freaked out at Homelands down in England? I think I did. Nope. Sure I did. I'm sure I did. Alright then. I did. I'm not getting my mic right. I definitely did, but obviously you haven't heard it. What happened was, I had this mate. Right, I've got 8 minutes, probably 7 minutes, so I'll try and get on this as quickly as I can, and I'll put on some music that's kind of like, that reminds me of that time, which is Underworld. Right, I've put on Cups by Underworld, because that's who was at the Homelands that year. What was that then? Homelands, Underworld, Homelands Festival, 1999. Pull and fold, deep dish. Aye. 1999. Chemical Brothers, Fatboy Slim, Faithless, Underworld, and all that. I was into the thing is, I was in the web company. I made the site for Homelands in 1999, and Homelands Ireland and Homelands Scotland, because I was in this web company at the time that got the job. Some other company designed it and I built it in Flash. So then we got these tickets to go, VIP tickets. So a squaddies went down, and I gave a ticket to my pal. What will I call him? I'll call him John, right? And the thing is, my pal John wasn't doing that well, right? I was unemployed before. I'd just left uni and I was kind of unemployed and all that, and he was unemployed, and then I got this job in this web company and he didn't, right? Not that he went for that job, but you know, things were kind of on the rise for me and things weren't for him and all that, right? He was still alright though, he was alright with us, but sometimes there was a bit of kind of like, he seemed like a bit I on the rise, Aiden. He seemed like a bit not jealous or anything, but just sometimes I detected something. I don't know what it was. Anyway, tickets, and we all went down. me and this other guy went down in a coach. Am I thinking this right? I think we went down. Aye, me and this other guy, a few guys went down. Me and this other guy went down in a coach, and my mate Mick. Oh fuck! I've just said his name. It's alright. Fuck! I'll just say. How stupid of me to say that. What am I going to do now? What am I going to do now, man? Am I getting a beamer? Look. Can you see now? Can you see my face? I'm getting a fucking beamer, man. The thing is, he moved away, right? He's not in the country anymore. But I'm still going to call him John anyway. I'm going to refer to him as John. I've only got a few minutes, so I'll try and tell this dead quickly, right? Me and this other guy from my work, we went down in a coach down to Homelands. My mate John and a few other folk from work went down in a motor, and I think some other folk went down some other motors, right? So he went with them, right, and that was it. John's alright, by the way. I'm not going to call him his real name anymore, right? You fucking know what it is, but I'm just going to call him that, right? John. And so we were having eventually we all met up down in Homelands, right, down in fucking field in Hampshire, and then we're having an alright time and all that, nice sunshine, fucking cracking weather. Underworld were on, that was magic. Loved Underworld at the time, loved this fucking album, couldn't wait to see them, brilliant, loved it. And then later on in the night, night time, right, fucking night time, all dark. I think Underworld were on at night, and then a wee bit later we're all kind of going to the VIP bit and all that sort of shit. And then a few people going like, do you want to go and head to... Like John was acting a wee bit weird, acting a bit kind of... I'd say something, right? I'd say something like, crack some kind of joke, right? We're sitting in a field, in the VIP bit, which is just a kind of tent down there, a wee extra dance tent, a wee kind of nice chilled out place. And he was like that. Right, well, fucking whole place was fucking echoed, right? Do you mean he was high? The whole place, the whole fucking field, the whole event, the cunt was fucking echoed, right? I'm not saying I was echoed. That would be illegal if it was true. But everybody, but you know, I'd say I'd kind of turn and have a wee joke to John, and he'd be like, so, not quite looking too good, and I'd kind of like at the corner of my eye going, is he alright? Fuck. I'll wait until this story's finished, right? And then a few folk were saying, come on, let's go and see the Chemical Brothers. And I don't like the Chemical Brothers. The music's too demonic, and that's what reminded me of this story. We're talking about demonic music. Too demonic. I called it chase music. It's like being chased. Demonic. So we left the VIP bit, turned the corner and walked up towards the big main fucking tent. Walked up. I managed to get one of the silver, you know, the silver things you wrap round you at the end of the night, you know, like some cunt finishing a marathon gets put on, you know, like aye, blanket for runners, that kind of thing. You know, a few people had. Insulation blanket, aye, foil blanket, that kind of thing. So I was like, oh, here, this is alright, and he's like, right, and we're walking up towards this hill, right, there's people everywhere, right, walking up towards this hill, up towards this tent. Fuck, I'll put a song again. I feel a wee tug on the tinfoil thing. I turn around, John's like, take the half. Kind of like smiling, laughing. I was like, nah, let's fucking crack, man, let's keep this warm, right? Kept walking, right, walked for another few paces. I feel a tug again. He's like, going to take that off? And I was like, no, what are you talking about? So I'm going like that, you know, that kind of thing. I was like, oh fuck. Just thinking, oh no, something's going on here in his fucking head. We kept walking for another few paces and I went like that to him. How, would you want me to take it off, or is it sort of making you feel no right, or what? He went, just, and kind of gave it another tug. I went, no bother. And I crunched it up and I chucked it in the deck. I thought, fucking hell, man. Know what has he been taking, but like how many has he been taking, or like, I know what he's been fucking taking, but this is affecting him in a bad way, and he's no fucking stranger to pills. I was like, oh dear. And we're heading up the hill towards fucking Chemical Brothers. I was like, oh, for fuck's sake. So we kind of walked up, and all you hear is like fucking... It wasn't that... whatever that song is, like Forever Be or Forever Be, whatever the fuck it is, but you know, I don't feel like this, it's fucking horrible, fucking sounds coming for this fucking tent. I hate the Chemical Brothers. We're heading up. Was it Dodgy Pills? Aye, it was they fucking legendary Dodgy Pills that go around. No, they were just fucking Eckies, fucking straightforward Eckies. And we're walking up, and then we go in, and there's a few other people from my work back in 1999, and there's this guy in front of me, Paul, who I used to work with, and Mick sort of went and stood beside him, right? It was Paul who gave... Did I say Mick there again? Fuck it, John, right? John. I'm making an arse of this, but... John stood next to Paul, who gave John a lift down to Homelands, right? And Paul was just sort of having a wee dance to this fucking mess of fucking music, just like that. And I just had my eyes on the back of fucking John's head. And I was looking at Paul, and I had my eyes on the back of John's head like that. Fucking hell, man. My tin foil blanket thing was freaking him out. There are cunts everywhere in here with that on, and even if they didn't, he's not in a good way. And I was like, how's he going to fucking cope with this fucking nonsense? And I think Paul turned to John and went like that. It's great, isn't it? Something like that, right? And I watched Mick, and Mick was just kept on just kind of going like that. You know, I was behind him watching this kind of fucking conversation. He was like that. And then honestly, here's a fucking scary one. This is what he said. He leaned there to fucking, did I say Mick again? Fuck it, Mick. Right, Mick. Mick leaned there to Paul. I was behind. I heard him go like this. I think I'm a bit scared. Paul went like, what? He didn't hear him. I just went like, Mick, come on, we'll go out, come on, fuck this, a lot of shite, man. Come on, we'll go out. Ooh. He doesn't even know. He doesn't even really know Paul. He doesn't even know Paul, really. He just got a lift in with him, and he's leaning at him like, I think I'm a bit scared. Paul, what? Mick, come on, let's get, Mick, won't get away for this, fucking, one, took him right out. He says, like, where are we going and all? I says, won't get away for that, fucking hate all that music's fucking, it's horrible, isn't it? He went, I just don't really like it and all that. I says, do you want, Mum will sit down, Mum will just sit down, fucking chill out into that. He went, get some drinks. He went, aye. I said, how you feeling? It's about fucking 1 in the fucking morning. 1 in the morning, whole place is off fucking at its peak, right? You walk by the fucking welfare tent and there's cunts lying in there trying to fucking shut their mind off for having got too many pills. You know, you walk past the fucking, you know what I'm talking about, the welfare tent where there's cunts that have freaked it, and you walk, it's a fucking chilling sight, cunts lying there like that. They peaked too early. The whole thing started something at about, I think it was either 1 in the afternoon or maybe 11, I'm not sure, in the morning, and they were just like, that's finished. I was determined that Mick wasn't going to fucking end up there. So we went into a bit that was kind of like right in the middle of all the tents. You know, there's a tent here there, there's a tent here there, there's a tent here there. At the furthest away from fucking music we can get, even though it was everywhere, you know, you know, just everything all kind of coming at the one. And I sat down with him. I said, how you feeling? He says, no good. I says, I noticed when you were, I heard you saying that you're a little bit scared and all that. I says, what, is it, it's just things, it's no fucking, how you feeling? You just kind of, is it just getting a bit too much just now? He went, aye. I says, what's the thing with the, why are we tugging the tin foil thing off? He says, I just didn't like it. He says, aye. I says, well listen, I'm fucking alright with just sitting here, just fucking chilling out. Just fucking chill out, don't need to go into all these fucking tents, I'm alright, just chill out here. I says, so what is it, what's going through your head right now? He says, I'm just thinking, God help me. That's what he said. He says, I'm just thinking, God help me. I said, fucking hell. And then somebody walked past, we were sitting down in the grass, lying down in the grass. Somebody walked past, and he was like that. I said, are you just sort of, getting that feeling that just everything's got some fucking bad thing about it? Somebody walks by, you know, there's something bad about it, the music's kind of horrible and the tinfoil thing. And he went, aye. I says, right, well, you know, right now, you're aware that you're not losing your mind or anything. You're aware it's just the drugs and it'll fade and you'll be fine and all that. He says, I think so, aye. I says, right, you know, like, this sort of thing happens all the time to lots of people. You'll be fine. You know, don't think you're flipping it or anything like that. As I said, this isn't really the cunt's fucking first time or anything like that, you know, like, just something went fucking wrong in his head that day. And I said, I says, listen, honestly, we'll just fucking, just chill out. I says, so what do you think fucking brought it on? He says, I just feel pure bad. No man the fuck up, Paul. I said, I just feel bad, not. I says, what for? Just things I've said and all that, but, you know, done, and been fucking pure shite pal to you and all that. And I was like, what, how have you? He said, just like coming down in the motor and just saying things about you and all that. I was like, what, like? I just kinda fucking sort of slagging you off a bit and all that, and just because I'm fucking jealous. He said something like that, right, just because, I don't know if he's talking about the job, because things are happening, he just fucking want to kind of take us down a peg or two. And I thought, right, so obviously he's freaking out. He said, I think he said what happened was he took half a pill. I think he said that he took half a pill, and then he thought, I'm not really getting much after this, and he took another half about half an hour later, but they were like fucking mega pills, and it just blew his fucking head off, something like that. So he's just freaking it. And I thought, right, I says, well, mate, but that's what mates do, you know, mates kind of do that, they slag each other off a bit and all that. I mean, I don't fucking mind. I thought, we'll deal with that later. We'll deal with that like a few weeks from now, right? I won't fucking deal with it right here and now. So, mate, I don't give a fuck. It was something, it was either one pill or two, or it was like a half and then a half, or a half and then one, or one and then another one, right? But it was something fucking, I don't think they were like fucking normal pills. They were like, knock your head right off you, right? So he was sitting there like fucking, the pills in 1989 were fucking strong with all mitsies and stuff. But he just wasn't having a fucking good time. And I says, well, listen, we'll go and get a drink. How about we just go up right now? They go up to that, what was it, Strongbow tent thing, Strongbow thing, right? We'll get a fucking pint of fucking cider, right? Pint of fucking lager or something. We'll just get some fucking snake bites on the go, right? And we'll just sink a couple of fucking pints together, a couple of fucking snake bites, a couple of ciders, and then we'll head out to the VIP bit and we'll just chill it, right? I just feel like I've pure ruined the night and all that. I says, mate, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if we just sit here just doing nothing all night. You know what I mean? Just, you know, it's just went a wee bit fucking tits up. It'll get better in about an hour. You'll start to ease off and all that kind of fucking thing. But just get the fucking couple of pints down you, and that'll chill you out a wee bit, right? We'll just do that, right? And then we'll just, you know, take it easy. If you want to leave somewhere, like that, it's no bother me. It's just fucking thanks. You know, and then we went and got the drinks, and they started to fucking chill out a bit. Then we went to the VIP bit, and he managed to fucking calm it a bit. He said about a week later, he said for that whole fucking week after it, he was still in a fucking brittle fucking frame of mind. I said to him about a week later, I said, so what was that thing in? What was that thing with the fucking tinfoil? You know, what was that all about? He He says it was like the people who were wearing the tinfoil things were like ghosts, but they didn't know they were dead, and they were hanging about with their pals, but they didn't know, and it was just, they were kind of dead and no dead. And I went, aye, fucking hell. So there you go. See, the thing is, so he recovered alright. But it goes to show you, you know, I would never say to people, don't take drugs and all the rest of it. Everybody knows, most people know that fucking all sorts of things can kill you, right? It's difficult for me as a fucking former fucking person with a drink problem, teetotal, with a fucking former drink problem, that I was ready for fucking talking myself with, kinda. You know, I don't know if it's just because I'm not suicidal type anyway. For me to go like that, these drugs are bad and these drugs are bad, without saying 10 times the amount of times about the fucking evils of booze. But you know, you fucking turn on like Radio 1 or any shit like that, like going, hey, what you been up to last night? We want to hear your stories. Hey, I think you woke up in a bin. I remember hearing that. It was either, maybe even that fucking weekend, going back up. But I heard at one of these weekends, like Dave Pearce dance anthems, and he was going on asking people what they got up to the weekend, and people were saying, oh, I woke up in a bin and all that, oh, I didn't know where I was and all that, oh, pure hungover and all that kind of carry on. Right, so that's alright, is it? It's alright to end up in that fucking nick with booze, but if you end up in that nick through drugs, then that's worse. It's kind of like older cunts that don't get it, and I don't know who the older cunts are now, but they think drugs are drugs. They think heroin is eckies is heroin and all that sort of shit. But one thing they don't fucking really tell you is everybody knows that booze is fucking lethal. But the thing is with like eckies, they only ever tell you about things about people dying or no dying when it comes to drugs. I'm not being anti-drugs here, right? Just saying that if I was these people try to put out the adverts, you know, the things saying don't take drugs or watch yourself when you're taking drugs or something, it wouldn't be you could die, because you're going to fucking die. You're going to die anyway. You might die. I've said before on Twitter, more people die in Scotland each year climbing the Cairngorms than they did taking eckies. And I looked it up. That's a wee fact that I found out myself, because I kind of looked it up. But what people don't do climbing the fucking Cairngorms is lose the fucking plot. Utterly lose the fucking plot and think they're seeing fucking ghosts and lying in a fucking welfare tent, losing their fucking minds. Maybe falling out with all their fucking pals, completely flipping it. They don't really talk about that with these anti-drugs things. It's either you could die, and that's about it. They don't talk about completely fucking humiliating yourself, fucking shagging somebody that you fucking hate, people taking photos and videos of you, like, you know, immortalised while you're in a kind of utterly fucked up state. But that could happen with booze. But one thing you don't really get with booze that much is utterly that fucking losing your mind, kind of losing the plot with one dose, if you like, if you were to call that half a pill or a pill, losing it losing it. Whereas with one drink, which could be a can of soupies, a glass of wine, you can just go like that and you're fine. Whereas with half a pill or a pill, you can, that can be you. No dying. You fucking wish you died. That's all fucking, you can't take it. Nobody told you about this. People just told you, you got a fucking eckie. It's no acid. You got an eckie and you go and you dance and you have a laugh. And the only risk is you might die, but it's very rare. No, that's not the only risk. The other risks are you fucking lose your mind. So there's a wee story. So I'm just talking about that one story about eckies. There's no way I'm going to put drugs down compared to fucking booze. There's cunts in jail who wouldn't be in jail, who wouldn't have murdered their best fucking pal if it wasn't for them getting steaming on booze that the government fucking supplied and the government fucking taxed. That was served by people who saw that you were fucking steaming. Did you ask what he said about you? Aye, Patrick, he was saying, he was telling some fucking stories. He was saying some stuff that we used to get up to. Like, oh, you should have saw him in the student union the week before. He was like in this kind of state, or he got up to this, or he got up to that, kind of slagging his off a bit. Mick's fine. Mick's fine. Aye, it was just temporary. Right. Another story. Fuck it. The real joke says everyone enjoys a good old joint. No, they don't. No, they don't. I fucking don't. I don't. I fucking hate dope. Hate it. Remember it was getting all passed about and all that sort of shit when I was about a teenager, and nah. People offering the pipes and bongs and joints and all the rest of it, and nah. You get people who are all chilled out. Most people, a lot of people, are chilled out and they can't go through a fucking day without having a joint. Utterly fucking makes me just feel fucking insane, paranoid. Shakers, you can't have drugs, mate. Right. It is written, you can't have drugs. Alright. I've been up since 6. Fucking knackered, man. Right, I shall see you later. I've enjoyed the drugs chat. Hopefully it has been balanced. Not that it needs to be. Since when people telling booze stories on fucking pre-Watershed radio fucking programmes ever balanced a part about getting fucking drunk and being hungry. You watch any fucking programme, GMTV or whatever the fuck they call it, or Daybreak. You watch it any of them on the lead up to Christmas and they'll be telling you about fucking hangover cures. Did they give you any fucking part about come down cures? Can you imagine that? No. Why? Because drugs are illegal and that's it. That's all the difference. Anyway, I shall see you later. All the very best. Bye for now.